If you are holding XRP, this is a massive urgent warning. The crypto market is now looking very weak, and it looks like we could have a pullback or correction, which is very normal. We honestly get these every single month for the most part. And I think XRP is going to be pulling back. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my thoughts of where I think the market is going, where XRP is going, and much more. So make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up and stick around to the end of this video. If we go to cryptobubbles.net, what we can see is the majority of altcoins are down, and down kind of quite a bit. What we can see is that XRP is now at key support. We are also seeing Bitcoin at key support, and we have Ethereum at key support. I mean, everything is just at support. And the momentum in this market is starting to look quite bearish. If we pull up my Sniper Cloud indicator, the 1 hour time frame, we could see we are under the cloud for Ethereum. On Bitcoin, we are under the cloud. XRP, we are essentially under the cloud. I mean, the market is just rolling over. The market, if we zoom out, we could see has been pulling back. We ended up pulling back pretty significantly Friday, which is something that I shared you guys what happened. Bitcoin pulled back, Ethereum pulled back. I mean, everything has pulled back. Even look at Ethereum. This is the #2 coin. It's very important for what Ethereum does. We have a massive lower high here from Friday. The market has tried to pump up, tried to push up, but we have rejected yet again. So we are starting to see weakness in the crypto market. The S&P 500 has been pumping relentlessly all the way since April. So we've been pumping all the way up since April. And it is very, very likely after you have such a massive pump up in the equities market into a massive event like rate cuts, there is a strong likeliness that there is going to be some type of pullback or correction. So we want to be very, very cautious and careful as we are in the final stages of the bull market, because just like last cycle, we were promised so much higher prices for Bitcoin, for Ethereum, and because we were in such a fantasy world, we did not want to take profits or sell. And this cycle, I'm definitely not doing that. And that's why I'm always taking profits after every big pump, and I can just wait for a crash or correction and rebuy the dip. So me personally, as a professional trader, I'm always buying low and selling high. This is the strategy that you also need to implement. The only crypto that you can literally hold forever, in my opinion, is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the only crypto you can hold forever. Every other altcoin always crashes right back down. And I think XRP is probably going to end up crashing back down during the bear market. Not right now, of course. We are not in a bear market, but it's quite possible that XRP could be topped out. Like, this could be the top for XRP. This could be the very top for this cycle, but I don't think so. But the thing is, it could be. So we always want to be prepared, taking profits, because we do not want to give back all of our gains, because the majority of us bought XRP at 50 cents. So we do not want to be giving back all of our gains. We are in a 4-year cycle, and every single 4 years, cryptos do the same exact thing. And according to the 4-year cycle, Bitcoin should top out towards the end of October. So I personally don't think the top is in for Bitcoin. I don't think the top is in for cryptos, but it is possible, just a possible scenario. Just like last cycle, while Bitcoin was at 60,000, 69,000, 72,000, we were promised Bitcoin was going to go to 80 or 90 by November. And we ended up topping out in that very month. So I do think Bitcoin and cryptos will probably end up following the 2021 scenario, where we end up kind of topping out somewhere in November. And with that said, I think XRP will probably top out after Bitcoin. Altcoins usually top out after Bitcoin. Bitcoin usually tops out, and then altcoins pump and have their alt season. So alt season should, like, really, really strong alt season should start to be, we should definitely start to see some crazy bullish activity in the beginning of October, which is the most bullish month. And then I think in November, things are going to be really heated into December. And I think that the market, this bull market, which has already gone on for over, close to 3 years, this bull market should top out by December, somewhere near December. And we should be in a bear market for just about 1 year, which is, a bear market is where people sell and take take profits, and the market just heads down, heads lower. While there are pumps, there are bounces, not just going to go straight down. There are going to be bounces and pumps. And if we take a look at Bitcoin, I'll show you exactly what a bear market looks like. This is what a bear market looks like. You have, a strong downtrend, but there's a lot of pumps and crashes. And ultimately, we do bottom out, we consolidate, and that's where you're going to want to buy, usually 1 year from the top. So the very bottom, the absolute lowest point from the very highest point, every single bull market is about 377 days. You can measure this on any trading view chart. Measure the top from the highest point of the bull market for Bitcoin to the lowest point, and you'll see it's about 377 days. If you measure the bottom to the very peak, you will see that the bull market is usually about 611 days, somewhere in that region. So if we measure that from our current level, from that very lowest point, this is personally what I'm thinking. But let's go ahead and take a look at the XRP chart. So if the market does end up pulling back here in the next week or two, and I think we are going to bottom towards the end of this month, September, so in just about a week, give or take, I think the market right now is going to cool off because it's a buy the rumor, sell the news event with rate cuts. And, we're going to sell off for a week, maybe a couple days, I don't know. But eventually, I think we are going to bottom out from this little pullback. And then I think October is when things are going to get absolutely crazy. If we take a look at the XRP chart, what we could see is that XRP loves to tap the lows. It loves to tap the lowest point before heading up higher. So I think XRP could come here somewhere near the lows, tap the lows, and then we end up pumping up to $5 to $7. That's personally what I think is going to happen. And that would line up with the previous breakout here. That should be around 260. So I think XRP possibly, I've pretty much called the majority of every single pullback this entire cycle on XRP. I've called these very tops where you should be selling and taking profits on XRP. Nobody else has done it. And I think we're going to probably pull into this region, 270, 260, and we could even go a bit lower, but it wouldn't even matter. It would be a very short period of time. So this is personally what I'm thinking is going to happen. We are going to pull back. XRP is then going to bottom, and then I think the market is going to start skyrocketing and going absolutely crazy. If you guys want to follow and copy all of my exact moves as a professional winning trader, go ahead and join the WAP below where you can copy my moves. And if you really want to capture every single trade that I'm doing, join the VIP tier where I also teach you all of my winning strategies every single Thursday live, which is also recorded in case you can't miss it. There I'm active in the WAP. There I'm personally active 24/7 in the whale community. I also really highly recommend that you guys are using my AlgoSniper trading indicator. This thing will tell you exactly when to buy, when to sell before every single massive move. You guys can try that today for free. You can try my community as well for free. But if you guys are going to be trading cryptos, make sure you are trading over on Blofin. This is the platform that I personally do the majority of my trading on. I highly recommend it. You can long and short cryptos up to 150x leverage and also trade these new coins that just get launched. If you guys got anything out of this video, consider giving this video a thumbs up, subscribing with notifications on, and I'll see you later.